Imagine a family with such terrible luck that many people believe that they're cursed. But were they cursed because of their dealings with the mob or pissing off the Illuminati? You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about the Kennedy family. The Kennedy last name is incredibly popular. There are about 7,000 families with that last name, but the Kennedy family that I'm talking about goes back to the 1600s, and they're tied to Scottish nobility as well as the Scottish Illuminati and Sangreal, royal blood, and the Holy Grail. The patriarch of the American side of this is Joseph Kennedy, and he was a real piece of work. He was involved in running booze during Prohibition, which tied him to the mob, as well as short sales during the Depression, which made him quite a bit of money. Joseph tied himself to the Pilgrim Society, which linked him to the Rockefellers. He also, in his ties with the mob, now you got to remember that the mob is actually a part of the Illuminati machine, kind of like the Lee family and the triads that we talked about before. But the issue with Joseph was he was a loudmouth. And while he was an ambassador, he became a Nazi sympathizer, and he was loud about it. Like anyone who would listen, he would talk about his disdain for Jews. Okay, a lot of the OG families are Jews, like the Rothschilds, and that pissed them off. So you know what happened? His kids started dying. His favorite son was killed in action. Okay, war, maybe not. But Kik Kennedy, his favorite daughter, she ended up dying in a weird plane crash. At that point, he turned to JFK and said, okay, well, you're my second choice to be president. So he goes with his mob buddies and he fixes the election in 1960 in Chicago. And now he really rigged it. Like 50 people in one house voting one way, and half of those people on the rolls were dead. JFK gets into office and he goes off script. Not a good idea. He had speeches where he talks about secret governments and backroom deals. He wanted to end Vietnam. Well, that wasn't good because the Rothschilds, remember, they fund wars, as well as the Bundy family. They were involved in a lot of government. We'll get to the Bundys later. Yes, Ted Bundy's family. They tried to reel him back in with 3 girlfriends, Jane Mansfield, Zsa Zsa Gabor, and Marilyn Monroe, and the Church of Satan, but he didn't go for it. As a matter of fact, did you know a lot of people believe that Bobby killed Marilyn? After that, anybody who tried to go against the Illuminati got the business. David Kennedy walked away, drug overdose. We have Mary Kennedy, a suicide that didn't really look like a suicide. Michael Kennedy, skiing accident. Of course, we know about JFK Jr. and Bobby. The only one who made it was Ted. There's so much more, I can't fit it in one video. What are your thoughts?